Hey TradingView, hey family, how are you doing? This is Trade Confident. I'm going to go over today and show you guys how to trade support and resistances. What do you expect when the price comes to resistance? And what do you expect when the price comes to a support? Real quick, if you're watching this little video to the bottom left of your screen and it flickers green, it might be because we have ridiculous winds today. So just ignore that. We're going to keep going through here. We're going to blast through and this video will be published because it's going to be good. So how do you identify a resistance and a support? Well, I like to look for two things when I'm looking for a resistance. I like to look at the current price and I like to look one up and two left. It probably looks like it's pointing right on your screen. But for a support, you want to look down and you want to look left, okay? Maybe that helps a little bit more. So let's point out a resistance on the chart. One more thing, I want you guys to pay attention to these structures. And when I see a structure, I'm looking for big moves that go up and then down and down and back up. Those are going to be the peaks and the valleys of price movement. So let's find a resistance. I'm looking at the current price and I'm going to look for a resistance. Let's see if I can find it before you. I'll give you 3, 2, 1. That is a resistance. I'm looking at current price. I'm looking up and I'm looking left. That is a resistance. Now find for me a support, okay? Looking at current price and I'm going to be looking what? I'm going to be looking down and then to the left, okay? Right here. That is a support. Let's find one more resistance and one more support on the chart. And then we're going to talk about what happens when the price moves to those places on the chart. So we're looking back here. Find for me the high on the chart. 3, 2, 1. Good job. It's right here. I know you guys can't point it out. Maybe you can do it with your little finger on the chart. But that is going to be the high of the chart. That is going to be a resistance, a level that I'm going to be paying attention to when the price comes up there. Now let's point out one more support. This is going to be another support that I'm going to be looking at. It's a nice structure down. This is a nice structure up, a nice structure up, a nice structure down. Okay, that is how you identify your support and your resistances. For resistances, you're looking up to the left, and support, you're looking down and to the left. Sorry, up to the left and down to the left. The camera's backwards on my end. So what happens when the price comes to resistance or comes to a support? Let's talk about that. Let's imagine the price here starts moving like this and starts screaming up and starts moving up here. 3 things are going to happen. It's going to go sideways, it's going to bounce down, or it's going to break out. Okay, sideways might look something like this. It might hang out at this price level for a while. A bounce might look like this where it moves down and starts creating lower highs, lower lows. Episode 1. You guys learned downtrends and uptrends. What's a downtrend? Lower lows, lower highs. What's an uptrend? Higher highs and higher lows. Good job. So you're either going to go sideways here, you're going to bounce down, or you're actually going to possibly break out and move through this resistance. Okay, those are the 3 things that can happen. Now let's look at the price when it comes down here to a support. You might be moving down here, moving down here. What am I expecting? Quiz time. What happens when the price comes down to a great level of support? I'm going to move this back over here so you guys can see this because this is the wick that I'm pulling. I'm expecting it to possibly go sideways, have a bounce, or a breakout. So sideways might look something like this. A bounce might look like a move up, and then we start creating an uptrend, or you might get a push down, and it's going to break down below the support. It's only going to be one of those 3 things. There's nothing else it can do. So what I want you to take away from this is when the price gets to a resistance, or when it gets to a support, expect one of 3 things. Hesitation in the price, maybe sideways movement, a breakout, or a bounce, either up or down depending on a resistance or a support zone. Okay, that's pretty much it on the chart. Once you guys have the current price in mind, you have it located on your chart, what are you going to do to find a resistance? You're going to look up and you're going to look left. When you have a current price on the chart and you're going to find a support, you're going to look down and you're going to look left. That is how you identify resistances and supports. I'm going to go over in another video key levels, possibly around whole numbers. That's a whole nother thing with resistance and support. But for this tutorial, I want you guys to go open a chart, Forex, crypto, stock, whatever you would like, and look for those resistances and supports and plot them on your chart. And remember, when a price gets to resistance, expect one of 3 things: hesitation of the price, a bounce down, or a breakout. When the price goes down to a support, expect one of 3 things: hesitation, maybe sideways movement, a bounce back up on support, or a break down through that support. That's today's episode. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun learning here. Have a great day trading. I hope you guys can learn from this and you can trade more confidently. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next episode. See ya.